Hey y'all, we're back. It's beautiful outside today. I think today is going to be about 75 degrees here in North Carolina. I had a chance, we had a ton of rain. Today is Wednesday, February no, not February, oh my goodness, March the 2nd. It's March the 2nd already, but I had a chance this past weekend to plant some seed on Saturday. We've had a lot of rain on Sunday. I was so excited, and I am so excited about gardening this year. Y'all, I am embarrassed to say this is only my second year gardening. So, I know I have so much to learn, and if y'all see things that I am doing that is wrong, please put it in the comments, or any advice or anything you see that could help me out with my gardening, because we live on a turkey farm, and so we try to raise our own chickens. My husband hunts a lot, and so we're trying to get more toward the homesteading thing, and what better way to do it than gardening? But this is like my second year gardening, and so my daughter and I are doing this, but if you'll notice right here in this first bed, there's nothing planted right here. Got this set up last week. My son just dumped the dirt in. And right over here, if you'll notice, I've got some pitiful looking little strawberry plant right here in the center. Everything's covered in grass. Right over here, this is all left over from last year. It's a disaster. I just got to clean that up. This is the cabbage that I planted. Some of it looks okay. Some of it looks pretty sad. Look at that. I mean, our rabbit could eat that in a couple bites. Look at that. Just little bitty. And right here is my garlic that I planted. I think I planted this like maybe in September. It's looking really good. We eat a ton of garlic. I put garlic in everything. My kids, they love garlic. And so I put garlic in a lot of stuff. And I know that's not really enough to last a year, but this is my second year, going into my second year gardening. So hang with me. Okay, here we go. All right, here's another little sad bed. This has nothing in it yet. This is where my tomatoes were last year. And if you'll see, you can see some little tomato pieces down here on the bottom. It's so sad. Okay, here's this one right here. These cabbages, for some reason, I don't know why, but they have done so good compared to those up there. I don't know if I fertilized this one more last year. This is what I did. Our chickens used to be in a coop, and when we moved them, we had to move them. We used to let them free range all the time. Well, they got up toward the house, and they started using the bathroom and doing their little business up there and tearing out all the pine needles. And so we said maybe we should build them a bigger coop with a bigger run. And so that's what we did. My daughter and I, we built this big run, this big coop, so they have plenty of room. We have one day a week, Flapper Friday, we let them out, and they get to roam around that one day. But then they go back up that night, and they're really good about that one day because they end up killing all the bugs. We have fire ants real bad around here, and last year I treated, I think, one fire ant hill in our yard, and that was it. The chickens, literally, they took care of everything else. So we're going to get to see how well they do around my garden if they destroy it this year, the first couple of weeks that it's growing up, because if they start destroying it, we're not going to be able to let them out anymore. We'll have to wait until the fall when the garden's gone. So we'll have to wait and see. So we have celery also planted here. Look how well I've been weeding. I bet y'all can't see all those weeds right there sticking up, can you? Oh my soul. I mean, this is awful. I need to get in there and fix this. I mean, believe it or not, this is celery. My daughter, she has guinea pigs and she likes to forage, and it saves us a lot of money on guinea pig food, so we did this. Last week we got this trellis put up. I'm almost afraid to touch it, that it might fly back and pop the fire out of it. We got this put up. We only got 2 stakes on it right now, so you know that's getting started right there. All right, so here is onions. Okay, do not laugh. But, or go ahead and laugh if you want to, because I laugh about it, and my daughter laughs about it. So, these onions were planted, let's see, in June, I think, of last year. The end of May, the beginning of June. And guess what, y'all? I don't really know how to grow onions, so I got onion sets, and I've watched many videos on them, and onion sets is not the way to go if you want big onions. I mean, I didn't know that. So, we're going to leave these here a little bit longer, and I will use these, but that's that. Okay, so these are the beds that I've already planted. You can see I've got lima beans here, and I've got lima beans there. We love lima beans. And right over here, I've got some snap peas planted right here. Just one row. And you'll notice our beds are very small. I didn't know really how big to go on the beds, and so this is the smallest bed of all, but we're just going to kind of see how this works out. So we got peas, we've got bush beans right here. My mom's neighbor, Teresa, she has always had a huge garden, and she told me the best green beans to plant were bush beans. You don't have to stake them or anything like that. And I said, hey, low maintenance, that's for me, because staking stuff sometimes can be kind of, I tend to wait until it's too late to start staking stuff up. So bush beans are going to work out good for me. I do try to stake my tomatoes up. I'm going to try the hog panel this year with staking the tomatoes up, but anyway. Okay, so we got bush beans, and bush beans. So I love to put those in vegetable soup. Right up here we have another bed. I have onions. These first 2 rows are onions, and then I have 2 rows of carrots. The carrots I love to put in different things, but my daughter loves to feed those to her rabbits and her guinea pigs, and so what we do not, we won't give them very many, but the ones that we do keep, I will probably not even wash and just put them in a bin and keep them somewhere really cool so they'll last hopefully at least half the winter. And then right here, this is one of the new beds. I have broccoli, lettuce, leeks, Brussels sprouts, and
celery.
Oh yeah, I've got celery down there. And look, hey y'all, look. I ran out of markers, so guess what I did? I just threw this down the ground. Brussels sprouts and spinach. Spinach is good really to add to about anything. Let's see. And I planted some beets right here. My dad loves beets, and so I thought, you know, he's been pretty good to me. I think I'm gonna grow some beets and try to do something with those the way that he likes to eat them. But okay, I want to explain one more thing to you. You can see these beds right here. They are made out of rough cut lumber that were used with the a sawmill, and this is really just what we had on the farm. And so I didn't want to spend any money on anything that I could just use, that I could recycle here on the farm. And so I said, okay, so we had the dirt. I put up these right here last year when I decided that I wanted to do this, the cedar post. We have cedar trees that grow like crazy on our farm, and so I had my son and my husband to go. I went through the woods and I marked all these trees, and I had them to lay those down and de-limb them, bring them to the house and cut them, and I put them up right here. I am the type of person that likes to use what I have. I like to recycle what I have here instead of going and buying it. If I can find something here in the woods or wherever it may be, I just like to use that. I don't like things to look too commercial. And I don't know why I'm like that, but that's just the way that I am. So, but this is our garden, and I would really like to extend it some more. And just if you have any comments or anything that you would like to tell me about, maybe you can help me with. There's one more thing. I'm sorry, I've already said that one time. Yesterday, this right here. Yesterday we moved our chickens, our coop for our chickens, the laying hens. We put a bunch of hay down in the bottom and we wrapped it up a lot of it with tarp. We took the tarp down yesterday because it's going to be beautiful, and it was starting to get really, really stinky inside of there, and so we took the tarps down, got those put away, and we got out all of the bottom part where they had pooped and everything. And so, guess what? I've heard that gardens really like manure and recycled stuff. So, we got this out. I'm super excited about that, and you know, the chickens love it, and I love it. So we're gonna turn their poop back into food. So anyway, thank y'all for being here, and I hope you come back and visit the White Store 4 Homestead again. Bye.